Hi, this is Jason from Weekend RV Adventures, and we're getting ready to head on a trip up to Sterling State Park. It's about 2.5 hours from where we live in Ohio, so not too far away. It'll be our first time camping in that state up north, and the state park is right on Lake Erie, so it should have a nice view. We've got the lake there, there's some hiking trails, and we're gonna go check it out. Well, now I'm just waiting for my water to fill up and we're gonna head out. This is our first trip with the kayaks on the truck. So the last time we took the kayaks camping, we made 2 trips, one to drop off the camper and one to drop off the kayaks, but that was only about 20 minutes away from home. So on this trip, that wasn't going to work. If you want to see more about the kayak racks I put on the truck and the kayaks, I'll link up in the video description down below.
Got into the state park here in Michigan. Funny thing is, they charge you a $9 day pass for non-residents to use the state park. Thought that might have been included with the camping rates they have, but nope, $9 per car. If you are a Michigan resident, it's $7. So just something to think about. Make sure you bring some extra cash for that.
All right, Bryce, you want to go do the auto level?
Sure.
You get it?
Uh-huh. See? That was making a noise.
Well, we made it all the way to the campground and the kayak stayed on the truck. They did make it a little tough turning. I've definitely reduced the amount I can turn the truck right now. So I'm going to look at possibly sliding a little further forward for the ride home. But overall, we got the camper here, we got the kayaks here, and there were no problems. So where are the bugs you unleashed?
They're like all over the back end of the camper. And if you look under the table, they're all over the underside of the table too.
Well, I see a bunch of them back here. This is what you unleashed on the camper?
Trust me, come back here, there's even more of them.
It's kind of crazy looking.
And then, look how many there are over here. And they fly too, that's how they got up here.
There are a lot of them. Now that we took a look at the bugs, I'm going to go ahead and get the grill out and start getting dinner ready while Melina and the kids finish setting up camp. It's almost 8:30 and we haven't eaten dinner yet, so I'll see you later.
We're having burgers tonight. Do you two think these burgers are going to turn out good? Mm-hmm.
Oh. Normally we'd cook over a campfire, but today, since we got in late and we're trying to get going and get dinner before it gets dark, we're going with the grill. And we've got some gourmet frozen hamburger patties there. On our last camping trip, we were at a full hookup site, but this time we're an electric only site. So we're gonna have to conserve our water usage a little bit and use the bathhouses a little more often. I've also got to switch my camper over for using the tank instead of the city water connection. So to do that, I'll just have to change this valve right here from city water up to the pump from tank position.
Burgers on a pretzel bun, pasta salad, and honey wrap.
Burgers at 9 o'clock are a good idea. Make it.
When we finish dinner, now we're going to play a game of Monopoly. We actually started this game of Monopoly 2 trips ago and didn't finish. We took pictures of the game board and put all our pieces and monies in bags, so we're going to finish this up and then I think go to bed because it's already 10 o'clock.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So the Monopoly game's about over. I'm out. Luna's just about out. Bryce is almost out. And Sydney's got all the diplomas and all the money. And I was going to go outside to turn the lights off that we had left on. But I think the bugs may have won tonight, and we're going to leave the lights on. I'm going to go up here and see if you can see it. So let me try and zoom in here on this light. See the bugs all swarmed around the light there, and up here on the awning you can see it's covered, and they're actually all over the window and the door. I'm going to try and get it here. So yeah, I think for tonight the lights are going to stay on. So we looked up what the swarm of bugs were last night and found out they were mayflies. They're pretty harmless. They're attracted to light, but they don't sting or bite or anything. They just kind of hang out for a couple of days and then die. Apparently they live under the water in the lake. They live in the mud for about 2 years, and then they come out, and they're only out for a couple of days flying around. But you would think, living near Lake Erie my whole life, I would know what mayflies are or what they look like, but I had no clue what they were. They are everywhere though. We just came outside this morning and the side of our trailer is covered with them. So we're gonna have to be careful about not leaving the doors open. Right guys?
Yeah.
We're not gonna leave the doors open?
Definitely not leave the doors.
Yep, there they are.
Maybe it was mating season and they had babies because it looks like they've almost doubled in numbers.
Look at all of those bugs.
Yeah, all those bugs on.
We'll try leaving the lights off tomorrow night, or tonight I mean, and see if maybe that helps to keep them away. So what are we doing?
Going down to the beach.
All right, let's go.
Going down to Lake Erie.
If you want to sit and look at the water in the morning, the sites right across from the beach are good, but even on the opposite side of the road still works. Because there's nothing obstructing your view of just sitting and looking at the water and the waves.
Well, unless you're right in front of
That Airstream right behind us is parked on site 25. If we ever come back here, we're definitely looking for that one because you're right out at the water. It looks like it's one of the only sites here that's actually right up by the beach. Most of the other sites, if I spin around, are back here right across the street from the beach, which is still a nice view, but site 25 looks like the best one in the campground. The campground here at Sterling Park is surrounded by a power plant on each side. Behind me you can see the towers for the DTE Energy Monroe power plant, and then when you look out across Lake Erie on the other side, I'll see if I can get it in the background of the picture here.
There's another power plant.
It's way out there in the distance. But over there you can see the cooling towers.
Fermi nuclear power plant.
Yep, the Fermi nuclear power station. We found the playground. We thought there might not be a playground here because we didn't see one in the campground, but it's actually over by the public parking for the beach. So if you just follow the little walking path from the campground over this way, the playground's here. There's a building back behind me that I'm not sure what's there yet. I don't know if it's just bathhouses or if there's a snack bar and stuff there, and there's a parking lot. So apparently the land for this park was donated in 1935, and this area has been popular for hunting and water activities since the 1800s. I was reading through the sign, and it says they actually had waterfowl and muskrat dinners that started by the old yacht club in the 1900s, and they're continuing that tradition still today. So if you're looking for a muskrat dinner, this might be the place for you.
Yellow flags or use caution, and red flags or don't go in there.
So it's like a stop line.
Yeah.
So
So today the water's really rough. So if you do go in there, you got to use caution.
what's caution?
Be careful.
Yep.
Make sense? Okay.
One thing we've noticed walking around is this campground set up really nice to be easy to get in and out of the sites. All the campsites are paved. They're all fairly level, and all the roads are one way with the sites kind of slanted with the right direction, so it makes it easy for backing in. So if you're a beginner or not real confident in your skills with backing up your camper, this might be a great first campground to try out.
Dad's just sweeping up the door so we can get in and out. Don't worry, Dad. There'll be like a ton of them again.
It's just amazing, like when you're half done, the difference.
I know. Oh! You just released a million of them!
It's like a piñata.
You want to record your son?
Dad! Ah! I hate to open my window and see that. Oh my word.
We did notice walking around that the mayflies aren't nearly as bad if you're not in a site right here by the woods. So this time of year, and I don't know, well actually I'm not sure what the mayfly season is, so any time of the year I'd say just look for a site that's away from the woods on this side of the campground.
Because of the mayfly infestation, we're cooking breakfast inside. So we got bacon on the griddle, kids are making toast, eggs are going next, and instead of breakfast mountain pies, we're just doing breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, I think the rain might have been an issue too. Don't want to cook over the fire in the rain.
Rain, mayflies, never mind.
We woke up this morning and found some water on the nightstand back behind me. We had a leak last year and I thought I had fixed it, but apparently it's back. We went for a while with no water leaking in, and now it was wet again this morning on this nightstand. Last time the water was coming in from one of the screws on the front cap. I'll go ahead and put a link in the video description on how I found that leak last year and how I repaired it, but I guess I'm gonna have to go up there and look for another one again this year. Another option is just to take it to your local RV dealer, and for a couple $100 they'll do a pressure test and find the leak and repair it for you. But if you want to save a couple $100, go ahead and check out that link and I'll show you the way I did it. You having fun, Bryce?
Sure.
Sure? Yeah?
Well, you can tell Cindy's having fun. Off of me!
Hey.
Not quite what we had planned for today, huh?
Not the kayaking trip you would have originally planned on, huh?
Well, go fish. Go fish is kind of like kayaking, right?
It's like fishing!
Yeah.
Yeah, we went fishing.
Oh well.
We went go fishing.
Hey, sometimes you gotta make the best of it.
We've just been hanging around this all morning. We went for a walk a couple times and played some card games, ate breakfast, but it looks like we finally have a break in the weather for a little while, so we're going to get the kayaks down since we hauled them all the way up here and go try and get out on the lake for a little bit. What you doing?
Getting mayflies out of the kayak so Cindy won't freak out.
How's it going over there? Good? Is it warmer than the water was at West Branch?
No. Absolutely.
Sydney says no and you say yes.
Yep. I'm gonna go under. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
You're not jumping in?
Absolutely not. Like 70 degrees today, I don't think so.
Oh, come on, Mom. It's actually not that bad. Dad, you're rocking the boat like crazy. Mom, what's your favorite part of the camping trip?
My favorite part was probably how easy it was to get parked and set up this time.
My favorite part was probably me winning the Monopoly game.
We're not sure what's going on out here. back behind us, the sky's clearing and the sun's shining. But
And then
as you come around this way, it looks like we're about to go into a thunderstorm. So we're gonna get off the water just to be safe.
I'm ready to get a shower and then make those pizza things on the fire.
Guys, what are we doing?
Going to the beach!
We spent about 2 hours out on the kayaks. The weather looked like it was turning dark, but I don't know, it's still dark on the other side and lighter behind us. I'm not sure what's going on. The kids wanted to go swimming some more, so we went over to the beach. We're gonna hang out here and relax for a little bit, and we'll see what the weather brings later. So we were just sitting here relaxing, but the kids want one of us to get in the water, and
It ain't me.
yeah, we're just over here wrapped up in a towel, so I guess I'm gonna try and do it. With 4 of us, we usually only use our showers if we have full hookups. Since we don't have full hookups here at Sterling, we're going to go up and use the bathhouses. I already scoped them out and they look pretty nice. The showers are all along one side of the building, and then the men's and women's restrooms are on the other side. What do you think of the showers, Sydney?
They're pretty nice.
Nice? Were they clean?
Mm-hmm.
Were they hot?
No.
No? Was it warm?
Yeah.
Warm? They have good water pressure?
I ran.
Huh?
It ran, but like you have like normal water, lower.
Cut now.
Yeah, mine did that too. When it was running good, it was good, and then it would cut out a little bit, and then come back.
Yep. But besides that, they were pretty nice.
Finished our showers, and we're making pizza sandwiches for dinner. What do we got? We got cheese, spaghetti sauce, pepperoni, more cheese, some sausage, some peppers, some onions,
Mom,
cream cheese.
Can I have cheese, pepperoni, sauce?
This isn't cheese.
Or cheese, pepperoni, sauce, sausage.
All right, we have pineapple too. You want pineapple?
Sure.
So I just popped our sandwiches on the fire. They've got some big fire rings here. These things are like steel lined on the center with a concrete layer around that, and then a galvanized pipe around the outside. It's kind of nice because the outside stays cool and it gives you a spot to rest something on. But I can't use my steak for my grill grate, so I've got to just kind of rest the grill grate over top of the fire ring. But it looks like it's balancing there okay. How's your sandwich? How's yours?
Really good. It's like a Hawaiian pizza.
Oh, that's right, you have pineapple on yours. You've never made one with pineapple before, have you?
Nope.
Is it good?
Uh-huh.
Would you do it again?
Yep.
Would you recommend it to all your viewers?
Yep.
It's Sunday morning and we're going to get ready to go. Overall, we've enjoyed our stay here at Sterling State Park in that state up north. That's, I guess I'll say it again, it's in Michigan. But it's a nice park. It's right on the water. The kayaking was nice on the little, I think they call them marshes on the map, but they're little some inland like ponds or lakes that are back behind the campground. The water's a lot smoother there than it is out on the lake. The beach was nice. And the campground, like I said earlier, they've got a lot of nice big open sites. Not a lot of shade and woods if you're looking for that kind of camping, but if you want sites that are nice, paved, level, and easy to get into, it's a good place for that. We were in a electric only site, but they have plenty of full hookup sites here too. So just check out the map and online and you'll be able to see which ones are available. I really like, if you're standing facing the water, the sites on the left side in that front row, your patio area and your awning would face out towards the beach and the lake. So I would recommend looking on that side. If you're facing the water and looking at the right side of the campground, That side, all the lights angle the other way, so the back of your RV would be facing the water. So, you know, you still get a nice view out the window, but not from your patio. Another thing we noticed this morning is that we are not infested with the mayflies. Let me swing around here. You can see nothing like yesterday morning when we came outside and the RV was completely covered in mayflies. So last night we didn't turn any of the outside lights on. We left all the lights off, and we sat by the fire for a little bit and then went inside and made sure we kept all the shades closed. And I don't know if that's what kept the mayflies away from the camper today, or if it had to do with the weather or something else changing in the environment. But either way, I'll take it, because I was worried about how I was going to get all the mayflies off the slides when we go to close up and not end up sucking them all into the inside of the camper. So we're going to go for a walk around the rest of the campground one more time, let the kids hit the playground, and then pack up and head out of here to get home. Well, yesterday morning I told you how we had a little bit of a water leak in the bedroom. Well, today I've got a new issue. We noticed that our water pump was turning on and off when we weren't using any water, and it's gotten more and more common. Now, about every 15 seconds, if the power is turned on to the pump will run. So I think I may have an issue with the check valve on the pump, allowing the pressure to just leak backwards into the tank. I'm hoping that's all it is, and there's not a leak somewhere else in the camper. I looked around, I don't see any water coming out, so when I get home, I'll have to check that out. But I'll just give you a little preview. I'll probably do a video on that too, just so you can find out what really happened and how I fixed it. But right here, there's my water selection valve right there. And actually you can hear the pump running inside. I think they're using it. My pump is back behind this wall over here. So there's some screws and some plates there that hold it all in. So when I get home, I'll be taking a look at that and trying to figure out why the pump keeps running.
Alright guys, well, our weekend adventure at Sterling State Park in Monroe, Michigan is over. We are heading back to Ohio now. Really like the campground. Huge sites. Wish full hookup sites were on the beach, but hey, you know, you take what you can get. Definitely would probably go back there, maybe take some family with us next time. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more.
Guys, we are in Ohio.